Welcome back. So, why did I read you sections of a book about John Lewis? Well, because he's a real solid ancestor. He was a awesome dude in his temperament, in his desires, and how he led his life. So, yeah, you want to hear about some solid black men, don't you? I want to talk about them. I read directly to you, of course, to inspire a desire for reading, because reading is great, but knowledge that is not applied is just a lot of things rambling around in your head. Like I have a lot of things rambling in my head, and that's why I have to write things down to draw them in, and not only to draw them in, but always remember to use the things that I'm learning, because that's the point of an education. It's not to have a degree that you can show off to people and say I went to this school or that school, but it's to use an education for your self-liberation and for the liberation of others. But I digress. But why did I share you this segment of the story about John Lewis? Well, great. I was trying to talk to you all those reasons, and to talk to you about the fact of, by all accounts, he grew up in an environment that could have been traumatic, that could have ended poorly. There's poverty, there's segregation, there are elements to break you. But we have things called protective factors in social work, social service, and some of those protective factors were evidenced in the segments that I read. So there are things like parental resilience, and there's the child's social connections. You see his big family, and you see the family having concrete supports in times of need because they had a big family. And the parents' knowledge of parenting and child development, well, we don't see that per se. But some people just have this inherent knack for something, so I don't see that there, so I won't put it there. And there's the social and emotional competence of the child that in John Lewis, being John Lewis, was trying to be something good and wonderful in the world. So always I'm reading things for a reason, and maybe I should be more explicit, or maybe part of everything is that kind of discovery, that kind of asking, why am I doing it, for yourself, and maybe even asking me, why am I doing it? Tell me what you think. Thanks so much for listening.